right, let's see what we got here. Saturday morning covfefffe. Oh, maybe I'll donate myself some money. Good morning. We in the raw here. I think we're working. My speaker makes work. Internal producer USB. Maybe this one will work, huh? That better? Testing 1, 2. Let me know if it's not working. Good morning in Ohio. Hey from England. Good morning, good morning, good morning from Australia. Let me move my stuff around here. I have too much stuff. You ever have just too much stuff? Sometimes I just have too much stuff. So, yeah. So anyways, I figured I'd do this live stream. It's a little Elmer, New Jersey. That's South Jersey. We just had rain again last night. Starting to look a little grim for getting my work done. DC, Dorset, UK, England. Cool. Dorset. I think I've been to Dorset. I know I was in Dorston. Yeah, Finland. Fredericksburg, Virginia. Been there for sure. Central Illinois. How's the crops looking in Central Illinois? Belgium. Cornwall, United Kingdom. There you go. Have you made any hay yet? Well, there's the sign. No, I have not made any hay. Missouri? How you doing with hay, Wes? Well, the hay looks good. I do have I got some spraying to do yet. We've had so much rain that I actually didn't get all my fertilizer down on the hay, which is kind of a pain in the ass. And again, yesterday or last night, we had more rain, so kind of screwing things up. I really don't have too much fertilizer to put on yet, and it doesn't much matter. I'm going to go ahead and put it on, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put the fertilizer on, and then I'll make that hay late. I won't make it too early. Yeah, finally getting some needed rain here in south central Iowa. Yeah, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Well, hell, that's only right up here. Kentucky, Michigan, York, PA, home of the city where you can get shot walking down the street. Well, that's pretty much every Democratic run street. The cities have become just war zones. New York actually cleaned up. I'll tell you that. New York has actually cleaned up. They're not like they used to be. New York in the 70s and 80s was a rough town. Yeah. Maine having coffee too, waiting for Growmark to spray till ground damp. Yeah, I know it. Well, Growmark's going to spray for you? Yeah, I mean, I pulled the case mower out yesterday. We're going to start doing work on that. But for the most part, we're nowhere near being able to get on the fields to make hay because, oh, geez. Cody Ritchie, thank you. $6, man. That's awesome. It will not let me do 666 for the devil. I see that. And that's kind of funny. But you can always add another $1. There you go. Now I'm begging for money. Isn't that terrible? Iowa, Tennessee. How's Teresa? Teresa's downstairs. She's going to cook breakfast. Still having a little jet lag-ish deal going on here. Yesterday, I worked for, yesterday and the day before were completed on 4 hours of sleep. For some silly-ass reason, 4 hours of sleep. That's all we did. And then last night, I came home and I actually felt physically ill because I got home around 9 and sat in my chair down there. Teresa had made some supper. I sat in the chair and she said I was asleep within seconds. And what's for breakfast? Well, normally what she'll make me is sausage and egg. Sausage and eggs is what she'll make me because I like sausage and eggs. Not much for bacon too much anymore. I used to eat more of that, but I don't, But yeah. Tim is actually delivering a load of hay down to Kennett Square. So that's where he's at. Yeah. I love scrapple. If I could get my hands on scrapple every day, I'd eat that. But it's not good for your heart, they say. Yeah, I do like sausage. I really do. Oh, Connor Murphy, you sick bastard. You owe me money for that one now. You better donate like Cody Ritchie did, that $5.99, just for that comment. No, see, I'm begging for money now. Actually, I'm not. This is all in jest. I'm not looking for money. I mean, anybody that donates, thank you very much. But I haven't ridden a motorcycle in a while. My motorcycle, it needed too much work. It sits in the motorcycle shed that I built for it years ago, and I just have not had any time to. I just, yeah, Emmett will be right over. Yeah, I'm sure. You coming too? I mean, I'm sure Teresa can make you another, make you some more sausage and stuff. Um, do you deliver your hay where it smells like death on Route 1? Depends on which place you're talking about. But yeah, pretty much. Okay, so the farm day. This is becoming a concern for me. Um, American haggis, yum. Well, haggis is sheep's stomach stuffed with meat and barley. So I don't think scrapple is haggis, but maybe to some, I might be able to hook in. Yeah, but by the time you get here, Growmark will show up. Any new machinery this year? Yeah, I actually bought a new loader for the 8120, and that'll be going on there. Oh, you can hook me up with some scrapple as long as it's made with buckwheat, not that cornmeal shit. I hate cornmeal made scrapple. Anybody that eats that will never eat scrapple again. Has to be made with buckwheat. Long day of cutting wheat. Reuben baked potatoes. Great breakfast. Yeah, I could agree to that. Well, now let me get back to the farm day here. I do have plans on going to the farm day. My problem with the farm day is I'm not making any hay. I'm unable to even cut anything. Like I said, we had rain last night. I don't know how much. I just haven't looked yet. But uh, yeah, so I'm kind of stuck. I'm going to go ahead and I got some other work that needs to be done before I make hay, but I can't go out and knock down a few hundred acres and then not get it made because of rain. And yeah, Czech Republic, some of the most beautiful women in the Czech Republic, if I am correct. If you're from the Czech Republic and your wife is ugly, you got problems. You picked wrong. That's what I was always told. Actually, I think the some of the most beautiful women in the world come from the Philippines, but at least mine did. Finland. There you go. Yep, a year ago you had a squeaking chair. You put some oil on it. The live stream doesn't squeak again. I don't know. Maybe it did. I don't know. I can't hear. I'm deaf. Did you know that? I can't hear out of my left ear at all, and my right ear is going bye. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the problem with making hay before the farm day is I've got 3,500 plus acres of hay to make once, and 3,400 plus acres of hay to make once. I'm a little shorter this year. So, it's just kind of, am I going to get there or am I not going to get there? Am I going to get there? Am I not going to get there? If I can combine the picking up the loader with going to the farm day, that would probably be okay. I might be able to get there. But if I can't make this hay, I'm going to have to get a hot shot driver to bring the loader in, and I'm going to be making hay. So who knows? I really do need to get deaf in your left ear too. Yeah, it's from shooting guns without hearing protection. That's what does that. And looking over your right shoulder with your left ear facing the engine, the muffler on these tractors for years and years and years. That's why I'm deaf in my left ear. My right ear is going pretty bad. I find myself like this all the time, like an old man. I'm going to get one of those little horns. I didn't buy the Costco. Work first. If only Star Trek transporters were real. Right. I agree with that one. Yes, Ryan's farm day. I agree. Hay is a lot more important than the farm day. I really, I said that I would go. and I still plan on going. I just really need to start making hay before that happens. And I can't be gone for 4 or 5 days when I'm supposed to be making hay, especially in a year that it's raining every other day. So who knows? Yeah, I got to get the hearing aids. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Didn't you get those hearing aids? I never did buy them. I didn't. They're $1,700, and $1,700 to maybe hear things I don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? No antlers this year, huh? Yeah. Thailand. Jazzco, hello and welcome from Thailand. I was in your neck of the woods last week. It was kind of a cool place, but yeah. Old age. If I got the big M, I'd need at least 1,000 more acres. In order to do 1,000 more acres, you can do 1,000 more acres, but can I do 1,000 more acres with the equipment that I have, or do I have to get 2 balers? It's like this. Agriculture's, has gotten to the point where the margins are so thin that in order to justify one piece of equipment, it outdates another piece of equipment, and then you have to justify that piece of equipment in order to become or still be profitable in what you're doing. Now, mushroom barns. We can talk about mushroom barns. Mushroom barns are run by people, not the government. They're run by people that are similar to the mafia, and they like to line their pockets. So I'm not saying bad things about them, because I do make a living off of mulch hay. The mushroom barns are really expanding right now for themselves, and there is an extraordinarily large amount of hay on the market, so they're not short of hay. So it's the old supply and demand deal. And when you have a good supply, and there's there's a good supply, and they're expanding, and their demand is being met, they don't have to pay so much money for it. Now, they didn't drop my price, but they didn't increase my price. And it's kind of sad too, because everything else on my operation, in fertilizer, herbicide, fuel, equipment, has gone through the roof. Very expensive. 15 years ago, you could buy a brand new baler for around $50,000, $60,000. You can't touch a brand new baler now like mine or close to mine, for under $150,000. You're not going to get a brand new one for under $150,000 unless you get a 3x3. But then you're working twice as much. So, yeah. So it's kind of silly that to go ahead and go snipe 1,000 more acres off of other guys, which I'm not going to do. There are a couple of farmers that are getting older and going to retire, and there's definitely enough ground to give me another 1,000 acres. The horse hay market has pretty much bottomed out here. Have I ever heard of George Saunders? Yeah, I met George Saunders back in 2017, November of 2017. Good guy, hell of a good guy. Matter of fact, George Saunders is welcome in my home any day of the week. If he walked up and said, "Wesley, I need a place to stay for 6 months," he could stay here for 6 months. That's the kind of guy George is. He's a really good guy. So, yeah, my dad's doing good. Do you think your vids have made others in your area jump on the bandwagon thinking they can be successful as you? The funny thing, yes and no, I guess. It's, how could I put this? This is not easy work. If I had my choice right now, I would sell my balers, my mowers, my rakes, I would sell it, and I would go back into grain. But I don't have a choice. The deer are just too devastating to me. I live in the woods, and along the edges of the woods are my fields, and my fields, not along the edge of the fields are the woods. Along the edge of my woods is the fields. So they really, of course, I like John. John, JWB Farm Services, there's another heck of a good guy. He does, he is a good guy. There's some people out there that don't like him. They think he's has a too big of an ego or whatever. But you know what? Me and John got along just fine. We got along just fine. He's another one. If John said, "Hey, Wesley, I'm coming to the United States. I need a place to stay for a couple of days," John would definitely be welcome in my home. And we would probably not get any sleep because we would talk until the cows come home. So, but anyways, yeah, as far as growing 3,000 acres of soybeans or 3,000 acres of corn or 1,500 and 1,500 or even 750, 750, 750 wheat, corn, soybeans, that would be my ideal farm to do those three crops. Those three crops, you get that? Those three crops. I went to Kingwood School, thank you very much, or Del Val. But anyways, the would be wheat, corn, and soybeans. That's what I would do. Oh no, deer do not eat hay. They don't. They don't like grass hay. They'll go live in it. They'll eat it, but they can never get ahead of it. That's why I'm in the grass hay business. Well, that petition actually is going to do some good, Timmy Cornpicker. That petition is directly linked to a politician from South Jersey that has filed a motion to remove the current residers of the New Jersey Department of DEP, Department of Environmental Protection, from taking the from overseeing the state's ground, because the state of New Jersey are not good stewards of the land. They let it grow up into bushes, creating more deer habitat. They kick the farmers off, and there's no. You see, if everything is farmed, then we kind of all share the load of the deer load. But they harass the hunters on their own ground so that the hunters don't hunt there anymore. And then they let it grow up into bushes. And now it's the Birds and Butterflies program. So I do believe signing that petition will do some good. And I have a video that is made up, and I haven't posted it yet, but it is a direct assault on the New Jersey State Department of Environmental Protection and the Division of Fish, Game, and Wildlife, or Fish, Game, and Hunting License, or Fish, Game, and Harassment Hunting License Division. They suck. They go out and they just harass people. They charge them exorbitant amounts of money for hunting licenses, and then they go out onto their lands, and if there's a truck on their land, they go into the woods and hunt them down and then just harass them. Instead of letting them do their job, go out there and take their kids hunting, they harass them, and then the kids don't go hunting anymore. But anyway, actually what we need to do is bring back commercial hunting again. I know of some people. Hello, please look the canal on YouTube. TM, my friend, this is noob on YouTube. Please, I don't even know, whatever the hell that is. Would you ever consider getting a JCB fast track? Not really. There's no the support here is too far away for me. I don't know. Farm All Fanatic, another $5. Thank you again. You got to keep that. That's your money. $5 towards your self-bought YouTube button. Okay. About the YouTube creator studio YouTube button, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to just bear with me here, because I'm going to be clicking through some screens and probably looking in odd, weird ass directions. I'm going to go to my YouTube creator studio, which is going to give me the absolute disappointment that I have not gotten. I have not gotten the code to redeem my play button. So 100,000 subscribers means nothing to YouTube when it comes to a 10-year creator, which is where I am close to. I think this is my 10th year. What is it? 18? Yeah, October or November of this year, I will be in this for 10 years. I've been doing this, and this is my 10th year of making YouTube videos, believe it or not. So yeah. Okay, so back to the farm day. If I can't get started making hay like this week, I don't see me going to the farm day. I just don't see it happening. Just for the simple reason is I can't get started on something and then have to quit. when I just get started to go do that. So it's looking pretty grim at this point. It's a little sad, but it is looking pretty grim. And, I have 104,000 subscribers, almost 105,000 subscribers now, which is awesome, and thank you everyone that has subscribed to my channel because, it's a popularity contest. Life's a popularity contest. Okay. Hey, Ben, that's only because there is no hay for staving stock. I don't know what that means. Starving stock? Chucky 2009 used some crap equipment? No, I can't. I can't say that Chucky uses crap equipment. He uses what he feels is good for his operation. The baler he bought was something that been, from what I could see, he went above and beyond what most people would do to a little baler to get it functioning. But he must have time on his hands to do it because it's a pull and a plunger, doing all that work. The round baler is fine. He'll get it fixed. It's fine. And those round balers always kind of did that Humpty Dumpty thing. But I don't know. Where's Teresa with your sandwich? Well, she's downstairs. What's wrong with crap equipment? Hey, listen, Timmy Corn Picker runs some fine equipment. It's dated, to put it mildly, but it gets the job done. On the scale that he wants to be at, his equipment works just fine. Just like, on the scale that I'm at, my equipment works just fine. And, you can't just go out and spend $2 million on brand new equipment and expect to make a living. You got to have the ground to back it up, and you just can't do it. Now, if you pick up 100 acres here or there, and you need to expand your equipment, you can do that. You can do it reasonably, like Timmy here. He's got the equipment that he feels is right for his operation. Now, if he picks up another 100 acres, I mean, Tim, are you looking to pick up another 100 acres and expand? I don't know. That means you got to work a hell of a lot harder. And the other thing is, maybe Tim's equipment won't handle the extra 100 acres, and then he's got to go buy another, say, corn picker. Maybe he's going to get a new idea, self-propelled corn picker. Now, there you go. He'd be styling then. And but again, it's more money out of your pocket. And is he going to make the money back, or is anybody of that size farm going to make their money back by gaining 100 acres, and fighting with the existing equipment, or going into debt to buy new equipment? I mean, I've struggled with that myself here as of lately. Cost versus income. That's exactly what farming is justifying the cost to offset the income, or justifying the income to offset the cost. Who knows? I mean, by the time it's all done, I mean, I handle big numbers, but am I making any more money than Tim is? I mean, in the end, I don't know what Tim makes in the end of the year. He doesn't know what I make at the end of the year, but I can tell you, it's sometimes at the end of the year with the huge amounts of repair bills and stuff that I have to do this large operation. Did I make as much as Tim did? Or Timmy Cornpecker here? Yeah, I don't know. It's ridiculous. I certainly do have a rather large expense sheet, so cost versus income. The sandwich did arrive. Would you like to see it? Yummy. Sausage, egg, and bagel. Yeah, she tries to make me fat. I love her to death, but I wish milk price would go up some. Well, that's the wish for the last 40 years. Milk price would go up. When I was a kid, we made money with milk. We made money with corn. We made money with soybeans. We made money with wheat. We made money with hogs. We made money with chickens. We made money with eggs. Okay, we made money. We were feeding the nation that wanted to be fed, that was willing to leave the farm and go to the city for a different lifestyle, and we're happy to have farmers feed us. Now, fast forward 40 years, we are supplying food to a population that thinks we're trying to poison and kill them. and it's kind of sad. They're impatient assholes. They will kill you with a car if they could. Another reason for very large equipment, because if they do run into you, they're going to die, not me. So if and it's kind of crazy the way the world has gone, and they don't want to pay anything for it. That's the other thing, and it is again supply and demand now. If all farmers now, I blame the low prices on farmers. Yes, you're probably all saying, what, you asshole? What are you saying? You blame low cost on us? Us? Well, yes, us, the farming community. It's our fault. Why in the hell are we trying to get 100 bushels to the acre on soybeans to make less money? Why are we trying to get 350 bushel average yields on corn? Why? So we all get less money? How's this sound? Grow 150 bushel corn, grow 40 bushel soybeans, see where your prices go. Less input costs, less equipment costs, and less hauling costs. And guess what? In the end, it's going to be like, oh, wow, I did less work and got more money. Or my fertilizer bill's now 300,000 instead of 600,000. So, and look, my bank account's actually fatter because I didn't have to, the price is there. So just, you can just think about that. We overproduce for the population. That's it. We overproduce for the population, and that is why corn and soybeans are in the toilet. And they're good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the prices right now are pretty strong, but they'd be a hell of a lot stronger if we hadn't produced as much. Create a shortage. I got magazines from the 1950s, and the predictions for corn and soybeans, the price of corn and soybeans for the I think they did a projection like 20 years into the future from 1955, and all right, 55, 65, 70. For 1975, they were close. They were only a couple of dollars shy of that. Today we are getting prices that we were getting in the 1970s, in the 60s, and a dollar back then was worth one hell of a lot more than it is today. And that's another thing that people don't really realize, that a dollar is not a dollar anymore. It's a piece of paper. That's all it is. And it isn't, back in 1972, let's put it this way. 1972, my parents built the house that I was raised in the year that I was born. In 1972, they paid $21,000 for it. They built a complete house for $21,000. A house that size today, I think it would probably cost, for the same materials, $121,000 just for the materials and cost to build the house. Maybe it might even be more than that. Well, it's a 1,500 square foot house, so it'd probably be $200,000. So where's your money? What did you get? It took like 5 times the amount of money to produce or to build, 6 times, 7 times the amount of money to build the same size house using the same materials. And, so what are we getting now that we are actually getting less for our corn, less for our soybeans, paying more for our fuel, more for our equipment than ever before? So, yeah, I want to read that. Farmer PA, any CPS billing, adding stuff, helping. I actually have heard of CPS adding shit to bills that weren't purchased. You really have to be right on. John Deere also. That's another thing. If you guys are buying parts and, like using Farm Plan and stuff, keep a close eye. It hasn't happened to me, but I've seen, I know a couple of guys that have had, a couple of neighbors that have had things added to the bill that they didn't receive. And the one guy got his was in the thousands. Yeah. We like using sex semen to breed dairy cows and paying 40 cents a hundredweight to buy herds out and send those cows to the butcher. I don't know. I mean, I remember the dairy buyouts. What time is it here? It's 8:00. 8:00. 8:00 in the morning. Yeah. The most money I've ever made has been in mulch hay, believe it or not. It's the hardest work. Do I apply that concept to my farm? You know, I couldn't buy new equipment here with the deer and with the deer problems that we have to grow grain. I just couldn't do it. But the hay business, I buy new equipment. Um, so yeah, that cost effect or cost and expenses and stuff. Yeah, it's the most money I've made is in mulch hay business. Now, I wouldn't recommend anybody jumping into the mulch hay business for a couple of simple reasons. The mulch hay business is very tough. When you start in the mulch hay business, you're like a newborn baby, and you're helpless. You have no reputation, you have no clout, you have no bargaining power, you have no base, you have nothing. You're just a newbie in the business. Now, after it take you let's see, it took me about 7 years to get into the point where I could actually talk price with the mushroom barns. And I have to mention someone that just gave me $5 because Michael Schumann, I'm a Citiate liberal Democrat from Georgia that respects farmers and loves your channel. LOL. We aren't all bad. Have a good one, man. Back to work. Well, isn't it amazing how a liberal could come to my channel, and actually be a normal, decent human being? Michael Schumann, you're a good person. We all have different opinions about the way the country should be run. Some of them are off the charts crazy. Apparently, Michael Schumann is not quite off the charts crazy. He could be a liberal, but maybe he's not as liberal as some of these idiots that think that our country should be given away, like the vast numbers of Citiates out there. And I love the fact that he calls himself a Citiate because then he can laugh at himself. And that's a good character. But anyways, thanks again, Michael, for the $5. And yeah, go back to work because, I don't know what you make an hour, but it could be a third of your pay for 1 hour was given to me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, you ever thought about getting your self-propelled sprayer, especially when yours gives up? No. If I was going to get a self-propelled sprayer, I don't think they make one big enough. Not the boom width. It's the tank size. I would need like 2,500 gallons and, I don't know. I've thought about it and I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. So you're not a Trump supporter? Who, me? Oh, of course. I support Donald Trump. Absolutely. Voted for him, and I'm happy I did. And everybody's like, how can you vote for that arrogant asshole? Well, you're right. He is an arrogant asshole. But you know what? He's getting the job done. He's done more in this, year and a half that he's been in office than the last four presidents. Let's see. Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, 4 presidents have done in in their tenure. They did nothing positive for the country. Tariffs and stuff. Tariffs are designed to get the attention of the rest of the world and say, hey, assholes, we're not going to take it up the ass anymore. You're going to either get this together and get these trade deficits on a level playing field. And, then all that stuff will kind of equal out in the end. If you don't do that, we're going to tariff your shit. And that's how we're going to equalize the trade deficit. If you don't understand what a trade deficit is, trade deficit with China is here's China sending all their crap in, and here's the United States sending our stuff to China. It is off the charts. You don't see my left hand here. You only see my right hand because our trade deficit is so big. There's nothing equal. We need to be about here. I mean, I wouldn't mind being here or here, but when it's here, then it's useless. You have to have equal trade. If China is sending $50 billion worth of plastic garbage to Walmart for everybody to buy, and we're sending $1 or $2 billion worth of grain over there to feed their population, there's a problem. So, yeah, it needs to be $50 billion worth of plastic garbage to Walmart, $50 billion worth of corn, soybeans, wheat, barley, Milo, whatever it is, going into China. And then you'll see a difference in the price. And, but yeah, it'll get things. What do I think about NAFTA? NAFTA was a one-sided trade deal. It always was. They send their crap into us for no tariff, and we send our stuff down there to a 16% VAT tax, if you didn't know that. So it costs us 16% to get it into their country, but it only costs them nothing to send it to ours. So again, not a good deal. So it's going to take a few years to get this shit all straightened out, but I think it's going to get there. It's only that China controls their currency. They're a communist country. What do you want? Bush 41 got started and Clinton got it passed. Yeah, right. The New World Order, Agenda 21. Look it up. Check it out. It is real. It is real. And you could see over the last 25 years how we have gone towards that one world order, or Agenda 21. And now that we've got a guy in there that says, oh, whoa, we kind of want to follow our Constitution and we don't want to be dealing with a one world order, because that shit don't work. Could you imagine going to a Muslim nation and saying, hey, you're going to live like the Americans do? Ah! They fucking kill one another. Well, oh, wait, they're already killing one another. How about we just leave the Muslim nations to kill one another all by themselves? I don't want them here anyway. It's a shame, but, because they can't, I should rephrase that, because I'm going to be like a Roseanne Barr here, and they may bar me on YouTube. I wouldn't mind the Muslim people coming to the United States if they would become Americans. Practice your faith. That's all it is. It's a religion. So practice your faith, practice, what you want to do within your own home. But when you step outside your front door and you walk out into the United States world, be American. Be America. Yeah, Agenda 21 is on the official UN website. Thank you. It is real. Thank you. So Donald Trump is like, even to build a wall on the southern border. Why are we being met with such opposition over secure borders? It's the United States, home of the free, land of the, land of the brave, home of the free, whatever the hell, here it is. But it doesn't mean that anybody can just walk across and latch onto the tits of the working people for, welfare, free housing and all this stuff. And the other dark side of the border being open like this is the coyotes bring these people in, and there is a rather large percentage. Oh, shut up, you fat bitch. This is why the fucking Roman Empire failed. People like you. Oh, all you have to do is be like an American if you want to live here. What? It's the United States of America, you stupid fuck. If you come here, be an American. It is the melting pot of the world. It has been since for 250 years. The melting pot of the world. You come here, you become an American, you have American values, and you go on from there. Cody Ritchie, another 99 cents. There you go. That's still not 666. You're a penny short. Oh, God. Anyway, liberals import their voters, therefore they have to fight the wall. Correct. Very true. Okay, so the wall, the opposition against the wall, they need to build a wall against to the northern borders also, because yes, Canada is our great friend, our great ally. You think you're so smart? Learn to spell, dumbass. Wait a minute. Yeah, what are you gonna do when the free money's gone? I don't know. That's just the way it is, I guess. I'm not spelling anything wrong. I haven't typed anything, you dumb fuck. But anyways, go back to wherever country it is that you came from, because you're not welcome here if you're not going to be a contributing factor. Oh, covfeffe. Is that what you're saying? Okay, the covfeffe, that is that was something that Donald Trump had wrote in a text before he was elected, and Hillary Clinton called him out on it. And now it's like the national joke. So, ha ha. It's amazing how some people can't get humor. I mean, humor becomes offensive, which, some humor is offensive when it is a direct attack under the disguise of humor. You know, that sort of stuff isn't cool. But you didn't spell lonely right in your fucking name. No, actually, I spelled it the way I wanted to spell it. So it is right. It is the way that I spelled it for a specific reason. So if you want, Mr. Predator, what are you, Predator? What, 14? The go back onto my videos and take a look, and I'll explain it over and over and over and over again as to why my name is spelled One Lonely Farmer the way it's spelled. I'm not going to explain it again. It doesn't matter. And I'm done talking about your stupid ass today. So on St. Patrick's Day, everybody's Irish. Oh, yes. And then Cinco de Mayo, we're all Mexican, right? It's just a drinking game. That's all those stupid days are for, is to go down to well, if you look into it for real, it is a revenue game. Okay. So now I'm going to start to sound like a conspiracy theorist. You take a day like Cinco de Mayo. Yay, we're all going to go get drunk. Let's go drink tequila. And we drink. So they all go down to the bars and they drink. And then they leave. And when they leave, the cops all pull them over, and then they generate a shit ton of money through fines and fines and surcharges and fines and more fines and surcharges. So Cinco de Mayo, drinking game, revenuers game. Same thing with St. Patrick's Day. Hey, we're all Irish. Well, I do actually have Irish in me. Scotch Irish. It's part of my heritage. Do I drink? No. Do I go to the bar on St. Patrick's Day? No. I haven't been in a bar on St. Patrick's Day ever. And Don Robinson, I did not forget you. Thank you again. $2.79 from Canada. I really enjoy your channel. Thank you very much. And yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's crazy how people, fall into these. All right. St. Patrick's Day. Now here's Teresa. She's sitting here to my right. Not St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day. We had this conversation, what, 2-3 days ago? 2-3 days ago. She's like, you don't care about birthdays. You don't care about holidays. You don't care about Valentine's Day. You don't care about any of this stuff. I was like, you know what? I care about you. I love this girl. She's a great girl. She's wonderful. She brings me these sandwiches, and then she sits next to me. She eats hers, and then she looks at me with a scowl that it's getting cold. But I'll throw it in the microwave and heat it back up again because I'm having so much fun here. But Valentine's Day, what is that? Why is there Valentine's Day? Do we need a designated government-sponsored day to go out, spend a bunch of money on our sweetheart when we could just do that on a regular, day? Because there are so many people that say, you'll get your gift on Valentine's Day like everybody else, So, okay. I don't know. Valentine's Day is just another day. But whatever. Birthdays. I like the way that, I think it's the Japanese. Don't the Japanese celebrate the day that they die? Not the day that they're born. They don't celebrate birthdays in Japan. Is that true?
No, they celebrate birthday there.
They do?
Of course.
I'm not. See, you heard her voice. She's not really gone, and I'm not talking to myself. Right? That's the first word she has said. Put a ring on her finger. She is a stubborn woman. Just let's put it that way. She is a stubborn woman. Christmas. What is Christmas about? Is Christmas about gifts, Christmas trees, Santa Claus? Or is it about the birth of Christ? If you're Christian, it's about the birth of Christ. But most people think, when kids are growing up, they're like, yay, Christmas presents, I don't know. Whatever. It's all to spur the economy. And that's the end. Yeah, I am old. I am 45 years old. I'll be 46 years old in July. That's how old I am. I'm ancient. I am so old, dirt calls me dad. How's that sound? Does that make you, feel good? I don't feel old. I feel good. No, it's about money. Just ask business. That's correct. I mean, they put on more people to take up the slack from the days that they're not working. They for Valentine's Day, the chocolate shop up here on Route 202, the fudge shop, they are like they have parking people that park people in their parking lot, and they stop them from coming in when the parking lot's full on that day. Now, the fudge shop is loaded on those days. Any holiday that's full of people, especially Valentine's Day. They can't make enough chocolates. And you know what? I haven't gotten any chocolate from there in a while.
Yeah, me too.
Uh-oh. I've got her thinking. Dark chocolate covered pineapple is my favorite. It's fresh. They're all stubborn. I've been married to one for almost 12 years, but I still love her. Yeah, that's a good one, Tim. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You're supposed to still love her, And I think love is an emotion, and if you don't keep it fresh, right, it does die, and there are some people that don't get that. But, spend time with your gal. It's more important than that Valentine's Day gift. Just go out and on July 8th and buy her I don't know, a dozen roses if that's what she likes. Not that I do too much of that because I'm a terrible, terrible person, aren't I? Am I terrible?
You said it yourself.
See, you hear that? I am a terrible person. I love her to death, but she knows I love her, don't you?
Sometimes.
I take care of you, don't I?
Yeah.
I do. So, but she's a good girl. What did Farmall say? What did he say? I missed it. Oh, wait a minute. Love is a choice. Love is a choice, believe it or not. Whether it's I'm going to get foul. You got to choose the right pussy, right? Is that how that is? She's smiling over there. You can choose the wrong one. Believe me, you can, and that does happen. If you refer to your wife as bitches and hoes, then you obviously do not even deserve a wife. You ought to go down to the gay bar and pick yourself up a man. Yo, bitches, because that's about what your language is sounding like. Undisputed, Mr. Undisputed. Go down to the gay bar and pick yourself up a new boyfriend. Okay. Bitches and hoes. Good God. Go green or go home. Correct. You wear a hat inside the house? Well, only when I'm armed. Only when I'm armed. So, yeah, think about that. Because, when you walk, yeah, only when you're armed. Choose wisely. That is correct. You can go into a place. You want to meet a good girl? Go to a library. Don't go to the bar. You go to the bar, the same bitches are in there for 30 years. They're worn out. No. Uh-oh. Cody Ritchie, another $2.99. Now you're way over. Bye, man. Bedtime. Love your videos. Thank you very much. And you've spent too much today. You spent too much, Anyways, I do appreciate that. Hello from Indiana. Pepsi. I don't know. That's the first time I've seen a Pepsi little emoji up there or picture. That's kind of cool. Love. Now, Predator 14. Love is not. I have felt this so-called love, and it is simply enjoying being with somebody more than others. No, that's called friendship. And you do have to be friends with the person you're in love with also. Love is actually an emotion, and it is what it is felt. You can fall in love in an instant, whether it's the pheromones that she releases and you release or whatever. And if we get into primal stuff, but yeah, when you're in love with somebody, and when you're just passing the time with someone. I have felt both. So passing the time is no way to live, right? And there are people that just pass time with people. Then they'll pass a lifetime with a person because they like their company, but they never truly. Oh,
Ew.
That was nasty. Ew. I don't know what that was. Coffee stuck in them. Yeah. Anyway, you have everything to your partner. It's not always easy. You have to be everything to your partner. Yeah, true. You do. You have to be everything. You got to be able to take the cap off the fish sauce. Now, if you know what that is, you'll know that you really don't want to take the cap off the fish sauce. But this lovely lady here likes fish sauce. Fish sauce to me is diarrhea from a herpy enraged, I don't even know what. This stuff is nasty. But if she comes to me and says, Leslie, can you please take the cap off my fish sauce? I will do it. And then I'm like, oh man, did you smell this? And she's like, yeah, it's good. It's nasty stuff. Mr. Undisputed, only when she eats fish. So, yeah. Therese, can you make me a sandwich? Where are you? I'm sure if you asked her very nicely, you didn't say please. If you just said, Teresa, will you please make me a sandwich? I guarantee you this beautiful young lady here would run right downstairs and cook you up a sandwich. She would. Right, Teresa? Mm-hmm. She would. She just loves to feed people. Yeah. Stephen Dudzik. I went to school with a Dudick. Yeah. Dave Dudick was his name. Oh my God, this dude is great. That's funny. Have a good day. I'm off to work. Someone on welfare needs me. Yes. That's a good slogan. I ought to make up some shirts that say that. Off to work. I've seen those shirts before. It's nothing new, but did I evict my tenant? No. Oh, I need to go figure that out. It is June, isn't it?
June 2nd.
June 2nd. Damn it. Okay, the 30-year-old that got court ordered out of his parents' house is a troll in here. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of trolls in here, but that's okay because, they make the comment section quite exciting. Fish sauce sandwich. Well, let's see. About a year ago, not quite a year ago, I was making hay on a guy's place, and he comes out and he says, hey, I got some kimchi here. You want to eat it? I'm like, I don't know what kimchi is. Teresa's like, I do. Yes, I'll eat some. So we go into his what would you call that? Let's just call it a domicile. It's kind of it's an ugly freaking house. It's not even a house. It's what would you call that thing?
I think it looks nice.
Oh, in the area where you live, it's nice. But yes, Yurak Hunt. Thank you. $1.99. No, $1.99. What will you be working at today? I will be working at spraying weeds on a couple of fields, and I still have some fertilizer that needs to get put down. And I do have some bales of hay that need to get taken off of a farm and other crazy things like that. Korean sauerkraut. Oh, I don't know. Basically Korean sauerkraut. Right, correct. But so I go into this house. I got sidetracked here. I go into this domicile, this building. It's this huge building, and at one end he has a living quarters, which is really nice, by the way. It's very nice. And he gets this stuff, and I'm like, man, okay, I don't like it, and I'm certainly not drinking the juice. So I hand it back to him. She's over there. She's like, she eats it up. Gone. He's loving it, and there's some girl there, and she's loving it too. And I'm like, yeah, well, it was okay, but no. I don't know. What was it? Maybe 4 or 5 months later?
Yeah.
4 or 5 months later, she's like, something about fish sauce again. I was like, I'll never eat that stuff. And she's like, you ate it. I'm like, I can guarantee you I've never eaten fish sauce. She's like, nope, you ate it. I guarantee it. What did I bet you? Did I bet the farm?
No, yeah, you bet my ring. The price of the ring.
Oh, yeah, the price. Oh, yeah, the price of the engagement ring. That's what I bet her. And what was it? Don't even say it. I don't even want to hear about it. I know what it was. Talk to the hand here. Anyways, I bet the price of the ring. She calls him up on speakerphone and says, hey, Tim, what was in that kimchi? Was there, what was in there? And he says, oh, this, and fish sauce. I'm like, fuck. I ate the fish sauce. And that's why I wasn't going to drink that juice. It wouldn't have been bad if it was just vinegar, but they have to put fish sauce in it. Ugh. And if you know what fish sauce is, it's liquid fish. That's what it is. I sprayed it on fields to keep the deer off. That's how bad that stuff is. So Timmy Cornpicker knows what I'm talking about. He knows that them 220-gallon totes of shit, that's fish sauce. And she would eat that.
Shut up.
Makes me shudder thinking about it. Buy some sheep now. Anyway, you know what? How many hours have I been on here? Oh my God, almost an hour. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I've been on here for almost an hour. My sandwich is perfect to eat. Nope, it's cold. Got to throw it in a nuker. Your sandwich, I know. Lunch and soju. I don't know what that is. Hey, Tim, I live in the Eastern Shore. I have friends who clean out chicken houses and it sends 3 trucks a day of chicken shit to the mushroom barns up in Pennsylvania. Absolutely, that goes there. Nozzle plugging goodness. Yes. Well, yeah. You know what makes that stuff work really, really good though, is if you mix it with water. So you put it in another tank, mix it with water, and then put Fleischmann's yeast in it, and leave it for about a week, and then pump it into your sprayer through a screen, of course. Boy, that is fish sauce on steroids. That shit really stinks bad then. Really bad. Bad, bad, bad. If you have a deer problem and they are going through your fish treatment, Fleischmann's yeast. I don't get that stuff working like, oh my God, don't put the lid on because it'll blow up your tank. It's crazy. Oh, it smells so bad. It smells so freaking bad. Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea.
No.
Anyway, what is it?
Nothing.
Somebody candy crushed it.
Damn it.
I'll finish up the 4010 probably in the fall, early winter. Just ran out of money for it. You know, I got thousands of dollars into that thing. Do you remember George Saunders saw the video yesterday? Which video? I didn't see I didn't look at the videos. I haven't looked at any videos today, so I don't know. Do you remember George Saunders saw the video yesterday? I don't know what that means. Give them yeast infections. No, it just makes it smell so much worse. So, not the same without the Harry Potter mug. Where is my Harry Potter mug?
It's downstairs. It's
Let me see it. Someone broke the handle off of it, and then they glued it. And then this one here is broken right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually got a little crack in it. And, you know, I like the Harry Potter mug better personally. I was away all last week. Nobody knew it. Yep. I had all those videos uploaded. I was away for 7 days. Never skipped the beat. What's the temp west in your area? I don't know. Did you watch Chucky 2009's latest bailing video? No, I haven't. I'm going to have to go look. Let me see what we got here. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da. See, that's the nice thing about these IMAX is you can, oh boy, my first time round bailing ever. And this is what happened. Huh. I don't see any bales in the field. I just see Chucky picking up his net wrap gizmo. Huh. Yep. That's why you pre-record videos. Well, I never did that before. I spent several hours editing, uploading, and doing all that stuff so that I could fire it from a remote location. Yep. 2016 England whale farm tour. I don't know. I'll have to look at that one. Yeah. Thank you. I love my videos too. Anyway, 59 in New York, and this is going to bring me to a close. We're heading into, I'm going to go for the rest of this hour, and then that's it. Chucky 2009 needs some guidance being a hay farmer. Well, I don't know. I'm going to have to take a look at that video, but learn by jumping in and doing right or wrong. Yeah, that's farming. You know, you can read the operator's manual, you can go out into the field and you can destroy your equipment. And it's also a matter of it's all just a matter of if you're mechanically inclined or intelligent enough to make the thing work right. I'm not saying that Chucky's not intelligent. He's a pretty smart kid. He's pretty much started his life very well. I'm rather impressed. I've watched Chucky 2009 for 10 years. I swear, when he was a kid in high school, I watched him through his tractor phase with the Alice Chalmers, the 5 acre failure, the all that other stuff. $5 from Cody Rowlett for letting your sandwich get cold just to talk to us. What a guy. Thanks, Wes. You need to send another $5 to Miss Teresa because she made it for me to watch it get cold. So thank you again anyway. But now you don't have to send me another $5. But yeah, I've watched Chucky 2009 just grow up online. And he was from Ohio. He lived in Ohio. He went to Michigan. He lived with his dad. And when he lived there, he did woodworking. And then there was a rather crazy night where there was a fight, I believe, if I'm correct. Chucky would probably the videos are all out there, so it's nothing that I'm no family secrets or anything. There was a hell of a fight, and he got in his car, truck, or bus, or however he made it back home. He went back to his mom's, where he lived for several more years. He gave up the tractors, he gave up the woodworking stuff, and that's when he started his metal fabricating career. And after high school, he went to I think he went to Georgia. I'm not 100% sure about that because he was offline for a while. And he got his welding certificate. And now that's what he's done. He's moved to Texas. And I'm giving you the short of the long. His channel is much bigger than mine, but he moved to Texas where he lives now. And he welds. He's got his own business. And now he's decided to go into the farming business, which, pretty much is ending the same way he did at the 5 acre failure. I mean, I'm sure he'll get a laugh out of that, but yeah, the 5 acre failure is what he called it at his mom's place. And, he's trying. He's trying. He's a young guy. He's trying. He'll get there. We've all started somewhere. Thanks for watching, Tim. Have a good day. And I am at the 1 hour, 1 minute, 47-second mark. And I do believe, well, yeah, I do believe I should probably go. So I'm going to end this stream with a thank you to everyone, Cody Rowlett, everyone that donated money. Those get the first thanks. The second thanks is to anybody that has subscribed to this channel. They get the second thanks, and third thanks, which should probably be the first thanks, is to anybody that watched this live stream live. And yes, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Now I'm going to go throw my sandwich in. So thanks again. Have a good day. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more.